Hey folks, welcome back to Darkroom Reviews. Happy Monday, beginning of a new week. Today on the channel, I thought I'd give you guys 8 titles in the action genre that I think a few of them you might be surprised by. 10, 20 years from now will stand the test of time, and I know a few of them for sure will. Give this video a thumbs up, guys. This is Darkroom Reviews. Let's dive right into these movies. Let's talk movies, guys. First up, The Beekeeper. Now, call this what you will. You gotta admit, this has a clever premise. This is not something you saw last week on Netflix. No, this was a theatrical release, and Jason Statham is literally a beekeeper, in the first opening act of this movie, and he finds out someone close to him gets scammed out of money, and he goes after the bad guys. But what really stands out the most are the action fights. The choreography in the fights really stand out. You could tell that a lot of heart and passion were put into each and every sequence. Jason Statham, he takes every role seriously, and I respect the man for that. He's got some other films I could recommend to you guys. Wrath of Man, Working Man, and Shelter. He came out with the latest movie called Shelter. Those are just a few recommendations, but definitely see The Beekeeper. I think it's worth your time and effort to go seek this one out. Next up is another film I caught in theaters at the time this came out. I knew nothing about it, but something about the trailer grasped me. That is Boy Kills World. Now, this takes place in a dystopian little society. This is a story about revenge and a guy who lost his family in the process, a little boy who lost his family in the process. He grows up to be this killing machine, and he has no speaking voice. So a lot of the commentary in this movie is his inner voice. Bill Skarsgård turns in a powerhouse performance here. The supporting characters are right up there. This story really kind of grasps you. This is a punch to the face, but with heart. Is a easy way to put it. A lot of color in this one as well, just like The Beekeeper. There's a lot of neon colors with the fight scenes. When it comes to the fight scenes in The Beekeeper, there's a lot of neon colors introduced. And Boy Kills World, there are not so much neon colors, but there are lavish set pieces that ultimately get splattered with blood. I thought about one Mission Impossible movie that stood out, that was hard-hitting, brass knuckle, in-your-face action. There's one movie that had it the most out of the franchise, I think. Mission Impossible Fallout. This also stars Henry Cavill in a really special role. If you've seen the clip of Tom Cruise and Henry Cavill in that fight scene inside of a bathroom, this is the movie I'm talking about. This is the movie. And the ending scene is dazzling as well. A lot of the stunts were actually performed by Cruise himself. If you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. Mission Impossible Fallout is the ultimate dad movie, action-packed. One of those movies we'll still talk about in the next 5 to 10 years. I gotta mention another Tom Cruise movie because he's got a lot in his arsenal of films. Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher, not the television show Jack Reacher. This is Tom Cruise at his best here, about a loner guy who's really an ex-military investigator. And he gets caught up in this web of deceit and danger. He finds himself being hunted down, and he's trying to get to the bottom of this mystery of what's going on about this murder. To me, this is like the blueprint of like Jason Statham movies, just a quiet guy, but you find out that he has this, this military background, or someone died close to him and he's out for revenge, and it's all in the same ball field essentially. But Jack Reacher really stands out. This is another one you probably forgot about, but it's considered a really top-notch action movie if you think about it. That is Matthew Vaughn's The Kingsman, The Secret Service. Now, this is a guy who's picked up in London, and he gets recruited to be part of this agency. And along the way, he gets assigned to stop this terrorist, played by Samuel L. Jackson. There's a lot of clever moments in here. It's got a little bit of humor. It's got a lot of blood. The fight scenes in this movie, perfection, utter perfection, and they're fun, and they don't hold back. This is Kingsman, The Secret Service. Consider seeking this one out, guys. I had to put a 1990s movie in here. I could have included The Matrix or Fight Club or Con Air, but you know what? I decided to go with Mortal Kombat. It's fun. It is a fun movie. It takes itself seriously. It's like, let's forget about, fan service just a moment and focus on an original story with characters from the games, essentially. And this is a fight to the death. Every scene is memorable, and I wish it was, an hour longer. Could have had several more characters, but I like it. I like how it was like, self-contained. Let's keep it to a bare minimum, but let's make these fights memorable. Paul W.S. Anderson went on to direct a lot of Resident Evil movies, but this is I think this is Pride and Joy. Still a lot of people's favorites in the franchise. Now, I was planning on bringing up Terminator 2 Judgment Day, but I feel like that's been talked about to death. So I thought of a clever idea and brought up another Terminator film that is respectable and pays homage to Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That is Terminator Salvation. Yes, this time around we have Christian Bale as John Connor in the future, still fighting Skynet, trying to stop Skynet's next plan of taking over the world, essentially the end of the world. But this film really digs into the action. A lot of explosive set pieces, a lot of CG heavy at times, but you're really invested in John Connor, Christian Bale. We have Bryce Dallas Howard in here, Sam Worthington, directed by Mick G. This is as close to a worthy sequel as you can get. I think this is the last best sequel, if you ask me. At number 1, With a Bullet, Mad Max Fury Road. That's right. This movie opens up, a gateway to the wasteland. We're quickly introduced by Tom Hardy as Mad Max. He tells us, his quick story of how he lost his wife and daughter. There was apocalyptic event, and he's in this finds himself in the desert, thirsty as hell, and on the run from God knows what. We come to find out a lot of what's going on, not just from Max's perspective, but other characters get introduced. There are factions within this desert, fighting for oil, fighting for bullets. We have a bullet farm. Essentially, we have this like fortress type of place that is ruled by Immortan Joe. Essentially, a lot of people are dirty, are hungry and thirsty, and this fortress has control of the water, which are people in dire need of. Mad Max, Max finds himself in all of this entanglement, and Charlize Theron is another standout as Furiosa, and she has her own heartbreaking story, her own side quest, and it's just a ball of fun, and the storytelling's so riveting here. Guys, if it's been quite a while since you've seen Mad Max Fury Road, give this one another rewatch. You will not forget it. It'll probably hold up just as the first time it did, guys. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about any of these movies? Have you seen them? Do you own them? Plenty more content to come this week. Like I said, tomorrow night I will be on Luke Ponto's live stream. We'll be watching some of Curry Barker's short films via his YouTube channel in preparation for Obsession coming out this week in theaters. Guys, this is Darkroom Reviews. Look out for more content pretty soon. Love you guys. Take care. Folks, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps out in the long run. Darkroom Reviews, it's the place you should be subscribed to.